What's up, everyone? My name is Mistic, and today we are watching the third part of the celebrity divorce show. If you haven't seen the first two, I wouldn't say I recommend it, but you definitely should watch part one and part two. And buckle up. This is, as far as I know, the last part, at least the last part that has been out so far. And good luck. The video will be down below, and let's get into it. Celebrity wife goes on divorce TV, gaslights husband till he admits he's sick and breaks down. And right now, I am completely on the husband's side. I don't think that's going to change today. I don't think this part's going to change my opinion on that. So, let's go.
It is the final chapter. That is the most insane relationship thus far on a reality show. This is part 3 of See You Again. I'm seeing you again. I saw you again. I'm seeing you again. And
I've seen you too much.
Like, I want to leave. Yes, this is the finale. If you guys haven't watched the two previous parts, yes.
Only for Mai, though.
Literally only for one of the 3 couples. Because the other couple is crazier.
He's crazier than Mai.
He's so much more insane than Mai. He makes Mai seem like a playground. If you guys don't know, See You Again is a Chinese dating reality show. But it's a divorce reality show. I guess it's the opposite of dating. And it's where 3 Chinese celebrity couples come on the show, and their marriage is already in shambles. It's on the rocks. They're about to get divorced. And they're going to be on here for 18 days doing a cross-country road trip across China, seeing the sights, partaking in these little challenges, talking to the other couples, talking to therapists, to see at the very end, do we want to keep trying? Do we call it quits? And it's dramatic,
you gotta
it's intense,
quits,
and
bro.
on this season, we have 3 separate couples. We've got Yangzi and his wife, Eva. Yangzi is a Nepo baby. That's the crazy couple. Yangzi is the crazy one. Eva is fine. Don't lump her into this. She's not, you know what? You're right. It's not a crazy couple. It's a crazy man. It's a crazy man doing crazy man shit. That's them. And then you have the chill husband and wife. I don't think we're even going to do one episode on them because they have problems.
I just want to see them thrive. I just want to see them successful. I wish only the best for them. I hope they live their life. Holy shit, why is it at 4K? No wonder it was suffering loading. Let me
even gonna do one episode on them because they have problems, they have fights, but they just seem like a regular couple where it's like, yeah, we
it
fight,
seems
we love
fine
each other.
in comparison.
She's kind of hot, she's kind of cute, but like we fight.
They love each other again after they seeing the other 2 couples.
Yes, they're like, I don't think we knew what you meant when marriage is in shambles was like part of the description. We thought it meant like y'all fight. We didn't know. Like,
we didn't know it was this
honestly
bad.
Not together, any of these people, except for the chill husband and wife. And now you have Lee and Mai. Lee was a very famous singer. Still famous, but he had a very big breakthrough song 12, 13 years ago. He has never really replicated that level of success.
And was that before he met his wife? I just want to go back to the part where he went a month without her and wrote 5 songs. I just want to go back to that, where he didn't write for a year, and then just 1 month without her, boom, 5 songs. It might not have been the best, but hey, he went a year without writing anything, so.
But he's got a cult following. He has a successful career. They live in a $5 million Beijing mansion. Mai is the mother.
Honestly, it's probably an apartment.
Oh,
I mean, when you say mansion.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, it's like in New York. You wouldn't get like a town. Well, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's not a mansion.
Well, they have
you don't
kids.
get a yard.
Oh yeah, which
Nobody
remember
gets a yard.
when you get a yard in Beijing and you say spending time in my backyard and people know you live in Beijing, that's the craziest flex you can have.
That's billionaire money.
Yeah, so they live in an apartment, a $5 million apartment in Beijing. They live a good life. Mai is a housewife. She is the mother of their 2 children, and she is I have no words to describe her. You just
Unhinged.
To the last 4 hours of stories.
You just have to go watch those episodes. I can't tell you. You could throw a thesaurus at me and I wouldn't even be able to tell you anything. So that's Mai. So with that being said, the last round, we left off with talking about, what were we talking about? What happened? Oh, she was sabotaging the other couples on their spending day because she wanted to be right. She has an obsession with being right. And then the whole death point thing happened where all the couples sat down. And it was a moment where like I said, in any other reality show, the husband would have been canceled. But the question was, in a very open manner, point to who in this group you think is the ideal partner. The other two husbands pointed at their wives. And my man, Mr. Lee, pointed at somebody else's wife. And it did not go well. It did not go well at all. This is the downfall. This is the climax of the show, but it gets worse. So immediately the next day, the producers are like, you know what? We're just going to act like we did not set you guys up for failure. We're just going to keep rolling with it and make y'all roll with it. So we're going to do head of the house cards. We are going to give it to one person in each couple. And obviously, they give it to the person that's not as take charge in the couple. So they give it to Eva. So she has this card for the rest of the day, which means whatever she wants, her spouse got to do it. Her husband, Youngsit, has to do it. Eva gets it. The chill husband gets it. And then Lee gets it. Mai's husband.
Okay, good.
It.
So they make the call.
You cannot complain. You cannot refuse. You cannot be angry. And like, obviously, no one's asking you to do anything crazy or illegal, like go kill somebody or like, hey, lick every single in between my toes. No one's asking for stuff like that. It's just like normal stuff. No one's being unreasonable about it. But we just know things are not going to go well because the whole death point thing
got the card,
happened last night.
She would have been unreasonable.
The whole night, Mai and Lee have been fighting. Mai has been crying for what Youngsit has muttered under his breath has been the 800th time. Like, apparently there have been lots of times that she has cried that they have not aired. So he's just saying everyone's attempting to console her. Even the other two wives, instead of sleeping or instead of working on their own marriages, they are, for again, the 800th time, just hanging out with Mai, trying to make her feel better. Meanwhile, Lee, he keeps getting kicked out. Mai's like, I don't want to talk to you. Leave. So he keeps getting kicked out, and he's just trying to understand what's going on. Like, he doesn't understand. He just wanted to be open. He wanted to have these open conversations with Mai, and none of this is working out the way that it should be working out, and he's just so freaking exhausted. Even when they talked right after the whole thing, like I said, he was very honest. He said the reason that he pointed at the chill wife was not because he found her beautiful or, I mean, she is, but it's not like anything like that, which that would have been crazy. He said
he just wanted his wife to care about his hobbies.
The chill husband, because remember, the very first day he said we bonded about our likes for photography, music, film. Like, we had a lot of the similar taste. And so we just bonded off of that naturally. And then obviously the conversation of our relationships came up, and he was talking about how his wife is honestly a very thoughtful person. He was saying how he would be interested in a camera. He would look at a camera at a store. And then for his birthday, she would leave it on his pillow. So it's like she would notice these things. And even if she is not someone who's into the hobbies that he's into, she wants to know about it. She wants to support his hobby. She wants to
Mai literally said she didn't even want to hear it.
Mai confidently and proudly said she's not interested in getting to know her husband. Like, she doesn't find it interesting. She said, yeah, she could ask him about his taste in music, which, side note, he's a fucking musician. She said, but then he would talk for 2 hours, and then the whole time she would sit there and think about what to buy at the grocery store.
It's so crazy that she says it with a full chest.
It's like kind of weird because she's almost proud.
Yeah.
There are some people, like, I've actually met a few people before where it's like very proud to like hate their spouse publicly. And I'm like, I feel like y'all should just divorce that because that's crazy, you know? So she like publicly is like, so what? Like, I don't give a shit about him. And it's like, you're on national television.
You're married.
TV, and it's like, why are you even on this show then? And it just, he
like,
said,
she genuinely don't see a problem with couples having no interest in each other. Like, we have no common interest. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You know?
And she's like, I don't see why I have to get to know his interests.
Right.
But you want to know
she said that
yours.
he is telling her that he wants to make it work, but this show, it just kind of magnified their problems, which is probably how it is. You know, you're supposed to confront your problems, try to fix them. He said it just feels like in this relationship, she's just never happy. And he's like, I mean, I'll go get help. You keep making it seem like I'm crazy. So like, I will go get help if there's something psychologically wrong with me that I don't even see.
There's
and
not.
I think a lot of netizens thought that that was also crazy because they're saying she has gaslit him to the point where he thinks he's mentally ill. Like, he has psychological problems.
Yeah.
And it's gnarly. And after he's opening up about all of this, he's like, I pointed at her for these reasons, and these are things that I just wish I had in a relationship. And he's so calm when he talks. He's never emotional. He never actually says anything that's mean. He never is like, you never do that for me. It's just very like, these are things I wanted. I think our problems are being magnified on this show. It's not like, see, you have so many problems and you refuse to work on them, which she doesn't want to work on them, and nobody would even really be that mad for him saying that. But her response is, I'm really calm. Like, I'm actually very calm today.
No, you're
I
not.
think in the process of you exploring your own heart, maybe that's what you want. She's telling him. But I'm sorry. That's no longer what I want to give. I have my own thoughts. And first of all, you don't have an apologetic attitude for pointing at her.
You don't have apologetic attitude for pointing at a different woman, right?
Yeah. Next, just like what you said, you hope that your wife could pay special attention to your world, buy you things that you like, but you don't do that for me, so I'm not going to do it for you. You don't give, but you keep asking for it.
Oh, he literally buys you gifts though. He literally buys you gifts and you don't use them. You return them, but you won't tell him what you want. You won't buy the stuff for you. So there's no ideal outcome for her that she wouldn't end up getting upset at. There's none. I can't think of a single ideal outcome that involves him that she wouldn't find something wrong with it. Like literally nothing. There's no solution.
And okay, could some of that be valid? Netizens are like, technically,
No.
I'm sure lots of couples have been in situations where like, okay, yeah, fine. I guess it's like annoying when it's like, well, you do the change first, right? But people thought it was messed up because the way he's saying it was so genuine of like, please help me. This is what I want. This is what's happening with me. And she's like, no. If you're not doing it, I'm not doing it.
And it's just thing
like,
after
God.
thing
and then also
after
people didn't like
thing.
the fact that he has to apologize when, yeah, it's a very sad moment. Another thing, if you guys didn't watch the last episode, where he pointed at the other wife, the first thing she said while crying was, the other husbands pointed at their wives. And so people felt like it's not even that she's sad that their relationship has gotten to the point where he doesn't think she's the ideal partner anymore.
It's always
it's
my
the fact
friend's
that
husband.
All the other husbands did
this
but
husband.
That's what made her mad.
Husband.
And so people thought the fact that he has to apologize to her for this is weird because isn't the whole point of this being so brutally honest and being so vulnerable so that you guys can change to have a better relationship?
Yeah.
And at this point, she just brings up divorcing. She's like, maybe we should separate then. And again, a
maybe
lot of
you
people thought she was
should.
saying that so that she can just win this whole conversation. And she even asked, if we divorce, can I have the kids and all the money?
Oh, that's when she asked? Right now?
Yeah, she was like, so if we divorce, can I have all the kids and all the money?
What happened to you could work? What happened to you could live on $300? What happened to you could get a job? You don't need the money. What happened to that? Where did that my go, huh? Also, what happened to you could find another man with more money? Where did that go? Where did that go? Where one, I don't, if this is how you treat your husband, I don't know if you should be able to have custody of your kids. And also, why would you get his money if you divorced? Why? You have hands and feet, as you said. You can work. That's what you said. You can budget. You can live on $300 in Beijing. You can do it. Try it. Try it. Give it a week. Give it a day.
That's crazy.
And Lee was like, Lee again is like, literally, divorce is not even on my mind. Like,
It should be.
I'm not going to talk to you about divorce right now.
And then
she's like, then you take all the money and I'll take the kids. Okay, just to give you perspective, a lot of netizens know that Lee, both of his parents passed away very early. And so he has a very strong sense of family unit with his family because he doesn't really have other family. I don't know if he has siblings. It doesn't seem like they talk about siblings or anything. It just seems he seems very lonely family-wise. And so they have this whole conversation and Lee's like, I'm not talking about divorce. I'm not talking about divorce. They go to sleep, they wake up, and now he is the head of the household. He's got the head of the household card. And all of his demands for Mai are so simple. All the other couples, they got bigger demands. And he said, just don't be angry. Try not to have such a salty face. And just maybe spend time making music with me. Like, these are all fun things. Like, don't be angry, don't look salty, fine. And then, like, make music with him. That seems like a good time, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, she's not gonna listen. So the next morning, those are his 3 demands, and the 3 couples are to get into 3 separate cars and drive on a road trip to the next destination. And the producers even are saying, you know, this is time for you guys to have alone and to reflect on the past few days, because they didn't have a lot of couple-to-couple time. They had a lot of time with the other wives or as a group or the other husbands.
This isn't gonna go well.
It wasn't intimate moment time. A lot of the times the couples don't even sleep together, so it's like the girls will all sleep together and then the guys will sleep together. So finally you're getting time. Immediately Mai goes to Eva and says, can I ride in your car? I don't even want to be in his car.
Okay, so she just ignored every instruction and the purpose of the road trip.
I mean, she's been doing that the whole time.
Also, like, now you're putting another couple in a weird situation where they can't say no, but also it's not their job to make you comfortable. They have their own relationship they need. The show is not my show. The show is 3 couples trying to fix their own relationships. And mind you, the other wives have been spending a lot of time trying to make Mai feel better. And so Eva is like, what? That's like, don't do that. That's too obvious. Like saying like, you're gonna make him feel very...
Damn,
you know,
high EQ response.
Yeah. It's just a lot. And it also happened to be Chinese Valentine's Day while they're on filming.
Wow. So that day is Chinese Valentine's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the chill wife, she tries to interject and she's like, oh, so are you guys driving? Like she's just saying like, oh, are you guys ready to drive? And Maya's like, oh, I'm gonna take their car. So at this point, Eva had not said yes, but she's like, I'm gonna take their car.
She's gonna share the ride with them.
Yeah, with Eva and her husband. So she's telling the other wife, like, I'm gonna go with the other wife.
No,
and
you ain't.
The chill wife is like, huh? And Maya's like, yeah, I'm gonna ride with Eva and chat with them. And she just like storms off into the car. Youngju, who does not care about EQ, Eva's husband, goes, hey, go away.
As he should.
Go back to your car. What are you doing? Like, go to your car.
Crazy.
And Mai ignores them and just gets in the car. And then she goes, no, I don't want to go in that car. Yep, but why is that their problem? They don't want you in their car. Clearly. Like, your problem is not their problem. Like, the whole world is supposed to revolve around you, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why did you
also,
agree to this
show?
show?
About you. Like, you just keep inserting yourself into everything, but like, it's not about you. The whole point of the 3 separate cars is finally for the couples to talk on this road trip. Like,
damn.
What do you mean? I don't know. The things that she does are very odd, and people are getting very frustrated. And people are commenting, like, Eva also has head of the household. Mai does not have head of the household card, but she's just deciding for everyone. Like, it's just so crazy. It's not even just deciding for her and her family unit. She's now deciding for everyone. So she gets in Eva and Young's car. And now the chill husband and chill wife are in one car, and Mai's husband is alone. So the chill wife and chill husband, they get into Mai's husband car. Because they're like, I mean, we're not going to let this guy drive completely alone. Like, that's dumb.
That is crazy.
So she fucks up everybody's day. She fucks up the whole day for everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, so like everyone just like catering to her childish.
Why did she do that?
Yeah, so she's like fucking up everybody. So in the end, they take 2 cars instead of 3, and nobody gets the intimate alone couple time to talk and work on their relationship because of one person.
Yeah.
Damn. His head of household card mean nothing to her, right?
No, she literally outright said, I don't care.
Bro.
So when they arrive at the next destination, they get out of their cars. The whole road trip has just been awkward, uncomfortable. What's crazy is that she ruined everybody's day for no reason, but everyone's still trying to be in high spirits. So they get to the next place and they're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. They're taking pictures. And she's like, okay, guys, well, don't worry about me. She tells them, don't pay attention to me. Don't worry about me. And everywhere they go, she's just fucking speed walking ahead. Like, she's just always off in the distance. And then people will be like, are you okay? And then she'd be like, don't pay attention to me. It's okay. Like, enjoy your day.
Just let her do it. Let her fuck off.
Into the distance. And like, let's be real.
Do what she says.
You can't not pay attention when someone's doing that. And it also throws off like the whole energy of the group. It's just like no one can genuinely have fun. No one can be not on edge. Like the whole time you're just like so uncomfortable. And what's crazy is I think it's so understandable. There are other days where one of the other couples will get into a massive fight. But when they're in a group activity, you see them so uncomfortably trying so hard to like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Because, like, you know, that's what you do. You get into a fight with your partner, and then you show up to the party, and you're like, you're trying so hard. You're like, no, I'm not good. I'm fine. People are saying, but she won't do it. Like, the other couples will do it. Because, like, you see them, and it's like, I literally just saw them get into the biggest fight ever 2 seconds before they came out to this dinner with every single person. And, like, I just saw that they were both sobbing, and they wiped their tears off, and they sat down, and they tried so hard to not make it awkward for anyone. But, like, she won't. So it's just people thought it was unfair. And I think it's very interesting because she's doing everything she says she doesn't want to do. So in an interview, she said, yeah, well, I mean, look, I don't want to be alone with him and I don't want to ruin the mood for everyone. That's
well, you are.
but she had a very sour face the whole time, and she was walking ahead. So honestly, the mood was kind of ruined for everyone. What do you mean, right? And then they get back into the car, and she's telling Eva and Yangjie, and she's like, you know, last night after the whole death thing, the death point thing, which doesn't call it that, but after that whole fight, she's like, you know, he came to find me, and he just told me everything I did wrong. And the panel of judges that watched everything, they're like, that's literally not what he did. Like, that's not at all what happened. That's actually crazy. Like, he opened up to Mai being completely vulnerable. He expressed his own emotions. He expressed his struggles. He even questioned if he needed therapy. He thought that something was wrong with him. He felt like their issues had been magnified. At no point did he say that Mai did anything wrong. The conversation wasn't
so bad
even
for
about
him.
like, you. It was very like, here's how I'm feeling about it, and I just want to be open about it. She never mentions that she threatened him with divorce, or how she coldly was like, well, then I'll take the kids and you take the money. Like, that's a crazy, crazy comment to just throw out there. She didn't do any of that. And so at this point, Eva and Yangjie, they're comforting her. And honestly, it seems half-hearted. It seems like everyone just knows if you comfort her, it's the easy way out. Because if you try to like have any sort of conversation with her, the one biggest comment that netizens have is talking to Mai is like talking to a wall. Like, you're not going to get through. There's nothing that's going to happen.
I think the wall
slam your head into a
would
brick
be
wall
better
500 times, but your head's going to burst open before that brick wall breaks. That's just not going to happen. And so they're just like, oh, that's messed up. Yeah. And then she still keeps going. And she's like, but don't you think he still doesn't realize that he did anything wrong today? Like, everybody was praising their wives, but he was praising another woman.
She's still on the
finger pointing.
Oh my god.
Isn't that ironic? I just feel like I'm always sitting on pins and needles. Yeah, and then she accuses her husband of speaking negatively about her constantly and making her feel like shit. But
Does the husband ever speak negative of her?
yes, and we never really hear her speak positively of him either.
I've not heard it once.
She's saying like he's saying the issues in their relationship, maybe.
Because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It seems like she almost came on the show to act like the perfect couple, and then she's pissed off that he's actually trying to work on their relationship. That's the vibe it gives.
Ah, I see.
That's the vibe.
I can see that.
Because
it seems like she compares a lot, right? She's constantly comparing with his
I
friends.
think she just
other
wants to
couples.
look
She's
good
upset that the husband won't play the
without
role of like, you're on a
trying.
divorce show. What are you talking about?
yeah, what are you doing on the divorce show? Go to a different show. There's one point where she has to guess his favorite color, and she guesses white, but he actually says it's green. And she goes on like this whole thing where she's like, but you never wear green.
Oh my god.
And then he's like,
oh
no,
my god,
but
this is crazy.
yeah, and then
this
he's
is
like,
crazy.
yeah. And she's like, no, but that's weird because you never wear green. You don't have any clothes that are green, which is like weird because I don't know if everyone just like wears their favorite color all the time.
Yeah, even that could be a conversation.
My favorite color is
Yeah,
not
and she
green,
just
it's
seems,
red.
like, annoyed.
It's not even the moment. It doesn't seem like she's like reflecting, like, oh, that's fascinating. I don't know how I didn't think of that. It's more so like, no, you don't wear green.
Yes.
So, like, I don't believe you.
And another thing is like people were saying that's the energy you have in another reality show where couples are like trying to win a prize. It's like, no, like now it's like about competitiveness. Like, you don't even wear green. Like, come on, we gotta get the point, right? But for this, it's a divorce show. It's like you're not winning anything but a divorce. Like, I'm so confused. Everyone's confused because yes, you get points, but the points are for later to see progress. It's not because it's a competition.
Yeah.
When they get out of the car again, Yangjie is like trying to ease things over, and he's probably sick of Mai being all up in his business. So he's like, Lee, you should come say good morning to your wife. And Mai turns to him and goes, did you ask me for my permission?
To Yanzi?
Yeah. And all the comments are like, did you ask for permission when you
to join their car?
went into their car?
No.
That's actually insane. And then she proceeded to announce loudly, I'm just going to stick to Eva the entire day.
Eva's like, SOS.
Did you ask her
did
permission?
She ask for Eva's permission? And also,
No.
Eva is here for her own journey. You know?
Her own husband.
That doesn't make any sense. And then someone
Her
reminds
own
me, like, it's the head
relationship.
of the house today. You know, you have to follow the rules. And even Lee on the side, the husband goes, it's okay, I'm just not going to use the card. It's another thing where Mai always complains about how her husband doesn't save her face.
Ugh.
Which I hate that so much. I hate
You
that
don't
phrase a
save your
lot.
face.
I hate that phrase. Okay, I don't know if it's the phrase I hate because it's a phrase also commonly used in East Asian households. If you hurt my feelings in front of other people, I'm going to be upset with you because you hurt my feelings. And there happen to be other people. But I think it's crazy when it's like about saving face. Saving face is like making you look good in front of people, like saving your reputation, saving your face in front of other people. So she's saying that he never saves her face, like never rescues her in these moments, but she's always saving his face. Meanwhile, nobody sees that. Like he's just spitting on his face
when
all
he
the time.
tries
the other
to do
couple,
something, you
Yangjie,
tell him to fuck
dumpster
off,
fire.
basically.
Arguably so much worse than Mai. But even head of the household days, he's waking up early, he's carrying Eva's bags, he's holding her hand throughout the day. Like, there's a lot. And even the
Oh,
chill
God.
wife, she's writing love poems for her husband. She, that's his wake up service. Yeah, he asked for wake up service. Yeah.
Yes.
Just like, dear love. And that's his alarm, you know? Everyone's making effort, but she will not talk to her husband. And they're trying to tell her, Mai, today is the head of the household day. Like, you have to cater to him. You need to make him feel like he's truly the head of the household. And she announces in front of the whole group. Again, she like went on rants about saving face. And she said, all right, but the problem is, as someone who's about to get a divorce, and even Youngja is like, no, this is the rules of the game. Okay, you gotta play the rules of the game. It's like the spirit of the game. People say Youngja, like the only time he seems normal is in front of Mai. So I don't know, what is this?
Real recognizes real, I guess.
Yeah. Like they be communicating. Maybe they should. I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't wish
But,
that
like, I don't
upon
know.
him.
And Lee the whole time is trying to reconcile with Mai. He's helping her take pictures, asking her if she needs water, like running after her as she's storming away. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And they've been married for so long. Like, at that point, it's so exhausting. Just sit down. Speed walking is more exhausting than communicating. Trust me. Just sit down and be like, hey, I wish you would do this. And then he'd be like, okay. It's that simple. And then you're like, oh, okay. Literally the coffee thing. Just do that. It's fine. He's doing everything to please Mai, but she is ignoring everything. She does not consider his dignity, his feelings. When she's interviewed about this, she said, there's just a big issue in our relationship, and I don't really want to do this head of the household day. I don't care to do it just for appearances or to save face.
What?
Yeah. Even when they're...
If you were the head of the household, you would have had a whole different opinion. If you were chosen, you would have loved head household day. You would love it. Like, bro, you just don't like people not doing what you say. Like, at least admit to that. Like, it's fine to have that opinion if you at least admit it somewhat. Like, just say you want people to listen to you. Like, don't.
They had to go up the stairs. He's like writing things for her, like, I just want to stay together forever. He's like trying to console her, and she doesn't care. She says, yeah, I mean, they were asking us to do an activity where we write about what we want most in life, and he wrote down stay together forever. I don't think that's what I want. And everyone in the comments is like, God, she doesn't want anything. Nothing is what she wants. The fucking green rice cakes weren't what she wants. Nothing is what she wants. Everyone's getting frustrated to the point where it was so uncomfortable the whole day. She keeps walking ahead. Everyone keeps trying to keep up with her. People are trying to comfort her. She even does this thing where the chill wife walks up to her and is like trying to comfort her. And she's like, you really don't have to stay with me. Like, spend time with your husband. There's no need for you guys to not spend time together on my account. It's completely unnecessary. Like, it's very rare that you guys have time together. So go. After you just like broke up everyone for the road trip, like, that's actually crazy for you to say. You were the reason that nobody was able to spend time with each other. Even now, nobody can spend time with each other because how can they? How can they try to reconcile their relationship when you walk 20 yards away and you got big ass sunglasses on and you're just like the angriest Secret Service the whole time? Like, I would not be able to do anything. I would be so scared.
Bro.
While boarding a boat, Lee is trying to take Mai's hand to steady her, pushes his hand away, and she deliberately chooses a seat by herself, making everyone feel uncomfortable. It's just all day. She just keeps saying, you don't have to pay attention to me. Like, just do your thing. Don't go spend time with your spouse. Like, don't split up on my account.
Don't pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Don't pay attention to me. Pay
It's like her
attention to me.
actions
Don't pay
and her
attention to me.
words are
Pay
just
attention
not
to me.
matching up. If that's the case, go sit next to your husband and then just be like, hey, you're so annoying. I don't want to talk to you. And don't talk to him. But when you're sitting all the way away, everyone has to get involved now.
Talking to you.
There are other times where the other spouses are like, yeah, I'm not going to interact with my spouse because we just got into a fight, but I'm also not going to make it a big deal. Lee is on the boat trying to give her snacks, trying to engage with her, attempt conversation. She absolutely just does not care, to the point where she outright just disrespects him and turns to the group and says, I don't want to talk to him, and starts laughing.
Starts laughing?
Yeah. Like, just acts like he doesn't exist. And again, this is like a full-grown adult with children. Like, it's just not adult behavior. It's not really acceptable behavior.
I feel so bad for
I don't know if it's appropriate
him.
as like a 20-something-year-old. It's just weird. It's just, it makes everyone uncomfortable. I don't know what the point of that is. And it's gotten to the point where the group is so uncomfortable. Now everything is Lee's problem. They tried everything they could with Mai. Doesn't care. So now the group are turning their efforts to the husband, and they're saying, you have to say something to Mai before she storms off again.
Oh.
Like, you have to say something to her before she storms off. You have to try to stop before she walks away again. Like, so now it's like people are saying they understand why the rest of the group did that, but this is why Mai is the way she is, because you can't get through to her. So then everyone will just make her husband appease her, and that's why she feels entitled to act this way.
Oh, because everyone's telling the husband to do something.
First of all, everyone's catering to her.
Yeah.
Which maybe she likes that. Maybe she feels justified.
She
I don't know.
does.
But it enables her to keep doing it. Like, that's why usually, like, with children, if they throw unreasonable tantrums at a certain age, people say you're not supposed to engage and, like, constantly be like, how can we make this better? How can we make this better? When it's like, no, you just can't eat 5 bowls of sugar before dinner. Like, you just can't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what people were trying to say in the comments. That's what a lot of the panel were saying, but she just refuses. Even her husband is like, come back, Mai, like, let's talk. And she's like, no, I can walk faster without you. And eventually he's like, don't you have to listen to me? I'm the head of the household.
Ooh.
And she said, we don't even have a home anymore, so there's no head of the household. And then she runs off, and the rest of the group are now dogging on the husband, like, go run after her. Like, come on,
shut the
her.
fuck
They're
up.
over it.
Yeah, they're like, we can't do it. You got to do it now. Like, do everything you can because we're over it. They're like, go. So they try everything. And I will say, Lee has a very dumbass moment.
Dumbass moment is crazy.
And everyone in the comments was like, oh no. Oh no, why'd you do that? Oh no. Even the panel were like, oh no, don't do that.
What do you do?
Before we saw what he was thinking.
Okay, give me the scene. Let me guess.
Oh no.
Stairs.
Stairs. Okay.
Everyone kind of has like their little backpacks or tote bags, and
Right.
stairs. He tries to hold her
I'm
hand.
so
She's not
scared.
having any of it. She's like, don't touch me, okay? Don't touch me. And he's like, I have the head of the household card. And then she's like, don't touch me. And she's like, if I say no, it means no. Which, like, I agree. But also, it's like, it's a lot right now.
So, okay, let me guess. He started walking up the stairs.
No.
No. Huh.
Youngju walks by. And like technically he started all of this because he's the one that was like, oh my god, Mai's gonna cry again. And then she started crying, remember? And then he's smiling and he goes, oh my god, am I gonna be on the top trending list for starting all of this? Are they gonna cancel me?
我会不会被骂成热搜？那我引起的。
And everyone's like, this wants to be on the trending list so bad. He's like, stop, this is all my fault. Are they gonna make me trend?
Wait, I don't get it.
Youngju is like, this fight is because of me. Are they gonna make me trend online?
Because of me.
Yeah, it's because of me. So like, am I gonna be on the trending list on Weibo on Twitter? And Eva is just climbing up the stairs like, I gotta go. I can't deal with all of this right now. Like, you guys are a mess. And so she's just standing on the middle of the steps, refusing to walk. She's like, I don't want to walk with you. Don't touch me. I don't want to walk with you. I know there's gonna be people in the comments that are like, okay, girl, like me when I'm mad, right? And everyone is like, sometimes
Time and
relationships
place.
are weird. Sometimes people do weird things, right? But this is a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah.
It's one thing if this is just a solo vacation, you two. Even then, it's not something you should be proud of. It's kind of embarrassing. You know, we're all embarrassed of all of our own fights, right? But to do it in front of a group of people, inconvenience the group of people, and then to do it on national TV and feel justified doing it is like kind of crazy. So she's
to
just
do
like,
it
"Don't touch
every
me. I
single
don't wanna walk
day,
with you," and
basically.
she's refusing to move on the middle of the steps.
Okay, so
He can't walk away
he
because
picked her up.
he can't walk away
Oh.
because then she's gonna be like, how dare you walk away from me?
Yeah.
He puts her on his back.
He tries to. Now Lee is a very frail boy.
Oh my goodness. He tripped.
He tries to carry her. He tries to scoop her up like a princess.
Okay.
And he almost instantly drops her, and it is catastrophic. And we just know this is an even bigger before the storm situation.
no.
And every single person, even the panel, is like, fuck.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh
so he tried
no.
Princess picked her up, but then he fell.
Oh
right?
no.
It was at the end of it, or he's tried other methods.
No,
Oh,
they
no.
get up the stairs, but it's not gonna be
This
good.
is gonna go so
What
bad.
exactly is going on?
This is just gonna
Oh.
add to her anger. She doesn't say it in the moment, but just know she'll be thinking about it. She'll be
Be-
back.
Oh,
because
she
why?
will.
Because he fell.
She's already pretty insecure. And
And
like, you know
wait,
what?
did
I
he-
get insecure about stuff like that too.
Did he
Yeah.
pick her up, or did she walk? Exactly.
She walked, yeah. Afterwards.
Oh, after the
Yeah.
failed attempt. Got it.
She just is not having a good day. And like, I get you, girly. But also,
Like,
like,
it's
if you
her
had
fault.
just like walked next to him, not even holding his hand, I don't think he would have done that. So anyway, people are confused. Some people are commenting, my husband used to think I was difficult until I showed him this season. A lot of girlies are saying, my husband is kissing the floor I walk on right now as we speak right now. Because he thought I was crazy. All the other people are like, this is actually getting ridiculous. The entire group should ignore her. Like, this is actually
They should.
Other people are saying like, I'm so exhausted just watching. Imagine living with someone like that.
Me too.
So after this very exhausting afternoon of everybody walking around eggshells, the whole group, not just Lee, everyone's sighing like, oh, I'm so exhausted, you know? And everyone is just trying so hard to cater to Mai.
They
At
need
one
to
point, to
stop.
get to the next place, the chill wife comes up to Mai and offers to hold her backpack. And so Mai gives it to her, and she sarcastically goes, "Oh, so this is what it feels like to be taken care of."
Girl, like, come on.
Yeah,
Just
no.
shut up for a second.
Oh, I hate her.
Not everything you say has to be like a fucking shot at someone. Like, come on.
Yeah,
It's getting so annoying.
like you can have
Bro.
neutral comment, like
Yes.
a good old "ew"
Bro.
would have been enough.
Yes.
No, it
Perfect
should
for
not.
this moment, actually.
It should not
Like,
make a
to be
comeback,
neutral to
but I
positive.
hate her.
Like that was crazy and uncalled for.
She's just a
Uncalled
bad
for. People are probably
person.
Like, did he not take care of you this entire time? Like, what were we watching? I don't know what you were saying, but this was not what we were watching. And so everybody just had enough of her. Finally, Youngja and Eva are walking hand in hand, and this was like a whole thing. Eva says he never holds her hand. It's like a thing. Like they live in two different worlds. They have their own different lives. So this is like a big thing for them to finally be like, you know what? Let's enjoy the moment together, where we're not thinking about our own worlds, our own work, our own problems. Like just you and me.
They
I'm so
realized how
excited
good
for
they
this
have
Youngja
it.
episode because I've seen like some videos on him. His lore is crazy.
And so finally,
Oh.
Mai suddenly walks up to them, interjects, and goes, "Look, my jacket zips all the way up."
That's a neutral comment, right?
It's giving, and it has pockets. Like, did you imagine? You've been pissing off everyone all day. They finally have a moment without you. You woke up, and it has pockets.
Don't pay attention to me, guys.
I would be so pissed. Oh my god, I would literally
Bro.
go.
What was that about?
She just like, I don't know. No one knows.
Say
Nobody
that to your
knows. And then she
husband.
notices that they're like not. This is not the move.
They don't
Yeah.
She goes,
care.
"Oh, never mind. You two continue." How can I continue after that? And then she starts walking away really fast. And everyone's like, you clearly wanted them to pay attention to you. And then you feel like it's inappropriate. So then you're like, never mind, you continue. But you really want them to chase after you. So she like just does just enough so she can always hit back with a, what do you mean? I told them to continue. So they get to the next destination. They see a group of elderly women. And they're sharing their love advice. You know, they've been married for so long.
no.
Obviously, the advice is very profound. Poison them. No, I'm just kidding.
I
I'm just
mean-
kidding. No, the advice is very nice. And Lee thought, okay, he's trying everything. He's a very logical man. But he said,
This
clearly
poor
she
man.
wants an emotional grand gesture. So I will publicly beg for forgiveness. In front of everybody. He borrows the microphone of one of the elderly ladies.
There's no.
Okay,
Yo.
and he says, I want
If he apologizes, if he doesn't, if he says something, if he doesn't, there is no correct answer here. There is no solution to this. Nothing he does will change my. Nothing in the world will change her. Bro.
to publicly apologize to my wife today. I'm not very good at making my wife feel better, but it is my duty to do
You
so. I know
try.
that it's Chinese Valentine's Day, and I upset my wife again yesterday in front of everyone. I just want to say how much I love
Bro.
my wife, and I hope to be with you for the rest of our lives. And I hope that we can.
I don't know
learn to
how
tolerate
you
each
still
other's
want
shortcomings.
that.
And I want to tell you, I love you very, very much. You are the person in this world that I love the most, and I wish you a very beautiful Chinese Valentine's Day. And I hope you can be happy.
Was
Why?
it sweet? Was it sweet?
It was really sweet. And people, even the group,
That's
netizens
too
were like, wow, he's doing
nice.
a lot, like
Yeah.
all day. Usually a guy, you're like, leave me alone. After like the third leave me alone, you're like, where'd you go? Hello? All day. He's like, it doesn't matter how disrespected,
He's
how
been doing this for
uncomfortable. No, like,
years.
honestly, the way she rejects him is pretty demeaning too. Like I would have a hard time coming back from her rejections. It would just, I would be so, I could not keep going. He goes all day and even does this publicly, giving her so much face until her pride is satisfied so that she can finally forgive him. And he even takes out the small gift that he prepared and he said, because we've been on the show for like a week and a half, you know, I couldn't prepare anything. All I had with it was this gift for you. And it's a drawing that I made. And it was a drawing where he says that she looks like these two very famous, very beautiful celebrities. And it was like a whole
Oh,
thing that they were
no.
talking about with the portrait people.
Oh,
He
no.
drew her.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
pretty.
Oh
It looks like
no.
her.
Yeah,
Oh,
and she's
no.
smiling. And then he drew cow poop and a fresh flower.
He's
In the
poop.
cow poop. Yeah, okay, so apparently this is a very common Mandarin thing where you say a flower stuck in cow poop.
Yeah.
And mainly the idea is that a man is so utterly unworthy of a woman.
Yeah, it's
And,
like
like-
when you see a very pretty
no.
girl with a very ugly man, you're like, why is this flower in a
in cow poop.
cow poop? Yeah.
And so he's literally saying in front of everyone, publicly on national TV, I'm cow shit and you are the flower. And all the netizens are like, okay, so everyone in this couple is delusional, huh? Because that's crazy. That's not what we were seeing. I'm not saying she's cow poop. We're just saying that maybe both of you guys are flowers, but very different types of flowers. And when the group
One's a
saw
little
this, they were
poisonous.
cheering immediately, and they're just like, it's like everyone is trying to be a supporting actor
Yeah.
in Mai's drama. They're trying to clap and
This
they're cheering,
isn't
hug
gonna go
him,
well.
hug him.
That's a
This
step,
isn't
right?
gonna
For
go
her to
well.
really just take that lead and take the branch and just go ahead. Yangzi to start saying some shit again.
He's like, see, this is beautiful. Like, come on, like, let's get a picture. And it cuts to Mai's interview.
Oh no.
I was angry because of the portraits the painter drew, and then he drew me a picture. She mad.
Oh my
Because it's
god.
another painting
She's saying like she was offended
by the drawing.
by the drawing where it looked like a man, and then he drew her something else. So she's like, I was upset about a drawing. So what does he do? Give me a drawing? Crazy.
Damn. I think she just wanted like a Chanel bag. Like she mentioned.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
She mentioned multiple times
Yeah.
about her friend's husband who always gives her lavish gifts.
Yeah, but she doesn't want people to know she's materialistic. And
Yeah.
She says, he didn't even pay attention to my needs and what I want when apologizing. It's stupid because I cried over a drawing and you're giving me a new drawing? Maybe he's sincerely hoping to make me feel better, but it's not what I want at all. And all the comments were saying what you were saying. No, but she just wants a bag. No, but
She
like
does.
she literally just wants something expensive.
Yeah.
She
And that's
does.
fine. But like,
Just say
damn,
you
do we have
do.
to be a part of this emotional journey? Like, holy shit.
she never
My
fully
heart
happy
can't
until
take
she gets
this.
the biggest and best bag among her friends.
Yeah, but even then, it's like, I thought it was really sweet.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the
of course.
drawing was
Yeah.
good. And I actually thought the drawing was, am I about to cry? Because you draw me stuff all the time. I thought the drawing was good because it's like, if
Yeah.
you have such a bad feeling of someone's drawing, it's almost like him being like, no, this is how you look in my eyes.
Yeah.
That's not how you look in my
And
eyes.
drawing is fucking hard. Like it takes
Yeah.
so much effort. Drawing
Yeah.
a person, it's even harder because it's gotta look like them and it's gotta look good.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard.
Which is why he draws me as a Shalambao.
Yeah.
But it's like, I thought it was really cute. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cry. But she was very upset about it. And right afterwards, she's talking to Eva, and she's like, "Oh, are you disappointed that you didn't get anything for Valentine's Day because we've been on this show?"
Who's talking to who?
Maya's talking to Eva
What?
because she got the drawing for Valentine's Day, I guess. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, because all of us are on this show. Like you guys probably didn't get anything." And Eva was like, "Oh, no, he got me a gift this morning."
Oh no.
And
Oh
then
no.
she's like, "What?"
Oh no.
It's like a jade
Oh,
necklace.
Oh my god, here we go.
oh
And then
no.
the first comment is, "Look at how expensive your gift is. Like this is the
Oh
most
my
expensive one. Your gift is the
God.
most expensive one."
Oh
And then
no.
Yangzi comments, also, this guy is fucking crazy too, okay? The important thing is, it comes from the heart.
Shut the fuck up.
Also, all he did was open his wallet, okay? It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, it comes from the heart. But she goes, yes, but the most important thing is he put into effort getting you a gift. Like, this is amazing. So him going out.
Arguably, the drawing is way more effort, way more
Okay.
thoughtful effort,
Yes.
time, like,
No, it's-
emotions.
He
It's
went
like,
to
okay, All Yangzi
Shanghai
did is pay money for a jade bracelet or necklace.
for dessert
which
for
also
you.
Lee could do, but she always gets mad at him for spending money. So he
Yeah.
didn't do. He spent all day chasing after her, getting publicly humiliated.
There's
on
no
national
right
TV, And then
solution.
at the end, he gave this grand old speech, publicly humiliating himself more, and then had this drawing prepared.
Yeah.
When honestly, a lot of people don't even think that he should be sorry, and he still
He
did all of this.
shouldn't be.
And she thinks that Yangzi is amazing.
See, she will never be happy. Like, it doesn't
She
matter. Even when he
won't.
buys her things, she's still unhappy.
Yeah.
She's never, ever, ever happy.
Just-
and again, like
yeah.
the fact that she said, like, your gift
I
is
feel
most
Yes.
expensive.
so
Meaning, again, she's
bad
preparing the gift
for
among
the
her little circle again.
husband, bro.
And that's all she cares about.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Bro.
And like, if you just wait until the Yangzi video, because he would never humiliate himself for his wife.
Mm.
Like, he would never do anything that makes him feel society-wise less of a man
Mm.
for his wife, the mother of his children. But Lee is like ready to kiss the floor she walks on for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, after this episode aired, Mango TV had to hire 8 new editors and 8 post-production interns for this season of See You Again. And everyone said all the editors quit because they were pissed off by mine.
Shut up.
Yeah, they were like, nah, I'm getting pissed off just watching. Imagine the unedited footage. Imagine the hours of footage to go through. And they're like, I'm
I
suffocating
can't
watching
even
40-minute
imagine.
episodes. Suffocated. Imagine the raw footage.
Bro.
So the next day is another start of another couple trip. And this time they're
Oh,
like, okay,
no.
so the couples are going to do their own things. The producers are like, you get 3 options to choose from. And they have got all the couples lined up outside. And they're like, so one couple is going to go to the zoo. One couple is going to go on a hot air balloon ride. And the other couple is going to go horseback riding. Chill couple immediately are like, hot air balloon, hot air balloon. They're like so excited. They're like, we love the hot air balloon, right? And then Youngji is like, we like horseback riding. I want to go horseback riding. And then you just see Mai's face change. She looks pissed off. And like, this is crazy. She looks so pissed off, and everyone is so scared of her
Why?
that the chill husband goes, you know what? Let Mai and Leaf choose first. Because we don't want to ruin our lives, right?
Yeah.
Let them choose first. Like, everyone is walking on eggshells.
Let's
and like,
not
does it suck that
be too
everyone's just shouting what
hasty.
they want? Yeah, maybe, but like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And Maya's like, no, it's fine. I want to go on the hot air balloon with you guys. So she wants to go on the hot air balloon.
Fuck off, my. You already took everyone's car trip by riding along with them. You ruined everyone's sightseeing. Now you want to ruin their alone time again in a hot air balloon that is super cramped? Bro, my. Please look deep into your personality, please.
With the chill husband and the chill wife.
Bro.
He says, no, we want to spend some time together. And remember, she said, no, you guys, remember yesterday? She went, you guys,
don't pay attention to me.
Together. Go.
Yes,
Remember?
yes.
And she said, but you two can be together every day.
She cannot be serious.
And so finally, the other husband is like, the hot air balloon can't hold that many people.
There's room for exact 2.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. You keep
That's
interrupting
not
the other couples. To this point,
the
netizens
point.
downgraded her from a wall to a lamppost. They said it's like talking to a lamppost. There's no getting through. There's like the lights aren't even on. The lamppost doesn't even have the light bulb right now. Like,
it ain't
people are saying,
plugged
this
in.
is just insane. There's no nunchi, and if she has nunchi, which is like emotional EQ, reading the room, if she has it, it's even worse because she's choosing to ignore it, which is even worse.
Yeah.
It just was a lot, and I think everyone could sense the energy of Mai was so insane. I think even her husband has way better nunchi than her because Lee is like,
he's great.
He said, let me take care of this. He said, okay, well, if you guys are taking the hot air balloon, because he's like, you guys go take the hot air balloon. We won't do the hot air balloon. And she's got a bad back, so she can't go horseback riding. And the chill wife, I think she's sick of her too. She's like, well, I mean, Yangja already chose horseback riding anyway. And so then he's like, oh, yes, okay, so we'll go for the remaining one. We'll go to Animal World. And then the chill wife says, oh, she's afraid of animals. Talking about Mai. So Mai had already told the girls, the wives, that she's scared of animals.
Oh, no.
And Eva is like, oh, yeah, she's afraid of animals. And Mai says, he doesn't even know. And the husband says, the animals are in a cage, right? And
Who said this exactly?
the husband, Lee, is like, the animals are in a cage, right? Like, it's a fucking zoo.
Yeah.
You know, like, I get it. You know, okay, I'm just gonna be so for real with you. I think Lee is just trying not to get his wife tore up on the internet because this, when it's unfolding, it's not looking good. Especially after yesterday.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to do this again today, Mai. It's too much.
Yeah.
1 day, unacceptable. 2 days, now this is who you are. This is, you cannot run from this, right? So he's like, let me do some damage control. Let's just go with the only remaining option. There's only 3. It's not like we had 10 and I chose the worst one. We had one option and that's the one I chose because I didn't have a choice. And so she looks at him and goes, look, you go to Animal World and I'll go ride the hot air balloon with them.
Bro.
This way everyone's needs can be met.
No one's needs are being met.
Because now you're impeding on their date and they already told you they want to spend alone time. So like, why do you have to do this? And it becomes this whole freaking thing where she's genuinely fighting him in front of everybody. And he's trying to tell her, well, they already chose the hot air balloon. And I didn't hear Yangzi choose horseback riding. But even if he hadn't chose horseback riding, you have a bad back. There's no way
And that's
to
an
ride a horse
animal.
with a bad back. Yes, you're scared of animals, but at least they're in cages.
A horse
I thought
is
in my
an
logical
animal.
brain, that's the only thing we can do. I'm
Bro.
not trying to do anything crazy. She won't give up. She's still mad at him. So in the end, he is backed into the corner and then he said, okay, I'm just going to choose the hot air balloon.
Oh, so he's choosing hot air balloon.
Yeah, he's being the bad guy and he's choosing the hot air balloon. And the chill couple are like, yeah, you guys go hot air balloon. And if I were the chill couple, I'd be like, at this point, I'm fucking 2 weeks deep into this shit. I'm mad. Okay, I'd be like, no, I want to go on the hot air balloon. But she's so sweet. She's like, I like animals. Like, we'll go to the zoo. Yeah, like, let's go to the zoo. It's fine. And so she's like, I just want to connect with my husband. Like, let's just get away from mine. Let's get away from
Please.
Let me get in the
Stay
car
away
and
from
go.
her.
You going, Mai?
Yeah.
You're going west? Okay, we're going east. Let's go.
I don't even know where the zoo is, but opposite direction right now.
Yeah.
Mai does not thank anyone. She doesn't like say, hey, sorry guys, I know you guys chose the hot air balloon, but like, I'm scared of animals. She doesn't say any of that. Instead, she just attacks her husband. She said, I just really want to say something.
Oh no.
Usually when wives be like, I just want to say something. I'm like, say it, say it.
Please don't say it.
With Mai, I'm like, don't say it.
Don't say
How about
it.
we learn to never talk again?
Yeah.
Like, don't say anything.
Please.
Stop. Okay, and she says, I just really want to say something.
Please don't.
When you were talking about the zoo, both the chill wife and Eva both said I was afraid of animals. And so she's like, you didn't know I was afraid of animals, right? And Lee, the husband, turns to her on national television, and this man is over it. He says, we have been to the zoo many times with our kids. The animals will not hurt you. We have been to regular zoos. We've been to safari zoos. We've been to wildlife
Let's go,
zoos.
Lee.
They are in cages. We have been to the zoos with our kids.
Let's go, Lee. You're amazing, Lee.
And then what did she say?
She shut up.
Good.
But it's not over.
She said,
Oh,
"I'm coming back."
She
fuck.
said, let me think about it. Hold on. Okay.
You get a point for
You know,
now.
all the comments are going off. And
One
they say,
point
what
for
kind
you.
of MBTI is this? So I can avoid. So I can ask on all my future dates. And then people say, there's no way to tell. She has a new set of circumstances every day. Some days it's this. Some days it's that. Some days it's rare you guys spend time together. Some days it's you guys spend time together every day. Like it's every day is a new character trait unlocked. She just decided she was deathly afraid of animals, okay? Everyone's like, this is actually crazy. So after that, everyone goes back to their residences before they get ready for the day, and she's complaining to the girls. Seriously, he chose Animal World? Like, you...
Is she still on this?
It was the only option.
She's like, you two said in unison how I was afraid of animals. So they don't know that she's been to the zoo. They don't know. So she's like, you two have said that I was afraid of animals, and you guys said it in unison. Like, how long have we known each other? Since this trip, you know? How many years have I lived with my husband? Like, how many...
But it was freshly brought up. That's why they remember, because you probably brought it up a few times recently. And you literally went. You've been to the zoo with him, so maybe he thought you got over it.
You're gonna get out of this show alive.
She is so goofy.
No, she's so goofy.
It's like, does she not know how television works?
Like, does she not know that an SD card cannot be gaslit? Like, the footage is there, ma'am. You cannot gaslight the footage. That was you on that footage. And she can't stop complaining. She's like, when I questioned him, he was like, well, all the animals will be in a cage. You'll be fine. Like, is that crazy or what?
You're
They're
the
all trying to comfort her, but their hearts are not in it. Like, in the beginning of the show, their hearts were in it. Near the end of the show, it's just like...
They ain't. Let me out.
That's them, okay? And so as for Lee, he goes back to his room, and Yangzhe and the chill has said, they're like, let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. You know what a bad guy is? Yeah? Okay, so you two, when you were arguing today, she just wants you to comfort her. She's mad you haven't been comforting her. So you comfort her, and you just say, I'm so dumb, but I love you. Forgive
But
me."
he said
That was fine, right?
that.
That's what they want.
Didn't he just do that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Yangzhe is like, you know, for the zoo, you know she's scared of animals. Then you blurt out, you're left with the zoo. So what do? You put the blame on us. You say that motherfucker likes riding a horse, and that guy wants to go on a hot air balloon. These guys stole our chance at the hot air balloon. Look at them. They're so happy going on a
Good
hot air.
guys.
And Lee is like, we have been to the zoo so many times with our family. Yes, she is scared of animals, but she's not afraid of zoo animals. I think she just wants to find fault with me. Yes.
She
But if you
does.
point that out, you're exposing her in front of everyone. Then of course we will all think she's being unreasonable. No, I mean, she really is afraid of animals, but not zoo animals. I think she's just finding fault with me in public. But you can't say that. You have to have some emotional intelligence.
No way they say that.
Yeah, brother Yangzhe say this.
Okay.
Yangzhe goes, just say brother Yang has chosen this, and this one chose this, and then make us apologize, right? And then we just say, oh, I'm so sorry, we just blurted out our answers, right? Blame it on us. Be on her team. Go
Please.
along with her.
Please.
Netizens are so baffled. Netizens
Please.
are like, why does everyone have to be the bad guy when Mai's the bad guy?
I mean,
why,
yes,
why do
but
these two husbands that
please.
we also don't like? We don't like y'all, by the way.
I feel
Y'all
so
just
bad
shut
for
up. You
Lee.
aren't nice. We barely are standing you in this scene. Like, we don't like you. But why does everyone have to be the bad guy but Mai? Like, it's kind of crazy. Why does everyone have to play triple mind games just so she doesn't have to act like a toddler? Is why people are confused.
Yeah.
So he goes to her. He listens to the advice. He goes to her.
No way.
And she's like, what do you want? I'm here to comfort you. It's just he's too logical.
Yeah.
And she is like, I would say I'm more emotional than logical, but I still got some
I don't
logic in
know
me.
what the
None.
fuck she
And
is.
he's got no emotion in him. He's like, I'm here to comfort you. Beep boop bop. And then she's like, it has been 2 days.
What?
You thought about comforting me finally today? Even though he's been kind of comforting her every single day.
Bro.
And then he goes, I was sick. And I'm just like, Honestly, he was sick though. But a lot of netizens point this out. Like, she didn't even notice that he's sick and didn't even give a fork. So people are saying nonstop, she's been saying, I have to take care of him because no one else can. And like, it's all me. Meanwhile, everyone's like, hey, you kind of suck at what you say you're doing very well at. And he tries to bring the conversation back to the drawing because, you know, she's upset about the Valentine's Day gift of the drawing. And he's just explaining, even with the drawing, I didn't know. Because you were laughing a lot and I was misreading your laughter and I was trying to understand what the laughter meant. So he's basically saying like, I was trying to understand what the laughter meant because at some point, you know, it obviously, like in the beginning, it might have seemed like she was going along with the joke and she thought it was funny, or she's just trying to laugh it off. But then it got a lot and like clearly by that point, everybody knew something was wrong. But I think it's like, it's hard to be that quick on your feet on how to perfectly handle this situation and make everyone feel okay. So he's just
no right
he misread her
answer.
laughter, which a lot of netizens actually don't like him for. Because some netizens were saying, if you've been with her for like 20 years, you should have a better gauge on how she's feeling in that moment. They're saying after 20 years,
I feel like she doesn't even know until
but I'm trying to laugh it off.
she finds a way to
I feel like you have a
complain.
pretty good understanding. Like, I feel like anytime you poke fun at me, it's like never about anything I actually care about. It's like usually just like we're making fun of each other. But
Like-
you know exactly what makes me sad or when I feel a certain way. So people are saying, had he not been paying attention to her for 20 years? Because
But like,
Also, this is a new
it sounded like
scenario.
these problems are so big and so
Yeah.
deep rooted. It doesn't seem like they've actually
Like,
worked on any of this.
I don't think
It's
they've
just
been in this
one.
situation
and some people were also
before.
defending him, saying things like, it's not even just about misreading her laughter. It's like sometimes you don't know the perfect thing to do in that moment.
Yeah.
There's
and that's also really
nothing.
difficult. Like, things happen very quickly, and maybe he thought the best for her was to just quickly bypass this conversation. Like, let's get this conversation over with. Like, hurry. And if I start commenting, it adds it. It makes it bigger. Then another person will add input, and then now this whole conversation is about and she probably just wants it to be over, right?
Yeah.
And he thought that she was going to express how she feels because he's talking like this. He's talking very, hey, like this is what happened in that moment in my brain. Others are saying even if he did eventually notice, which is already kind of crazy, he might not have had the perfect solution. So it's just like a complicated situation. But ultimately, it doesn't seem like it's his fault. So they're just saying that the chill husband, when he was making fun of the portraits, it seemed like he was making fun of the painter. But because of Mai's deep-rooted insecurities, she thought he was making fun of her, and then her husband's not standing up for her. So it
But
seems
then
like
it's the other husband's
problem, and her husband can obviously assist and help her feel more confident. But it's not because of him.
Yeah, that's how I feel about personally. That's how I feel. Obviously, she has a lot of problem, a lot of things that she's working through. But the way she's working through it is to blame it on the husband for not fixing it quickly or help her get over it quickly.
And then another thing is like some
I
people
was
are
so
saying it's one thing
hopeful
if he's the
at
one
the
that
start of
contributed
the
or
first
caused these
episode.
problems and insecurities, but he has never said any. He literally only talks about
I've
how much
been
he loves the way she
drained.
looks. So it just seems like these are her own insecurities, and she's saying it's his fault that things are happening the way it's happening. And she, instead of having this heart to heart, because every time he tries to talk to her, he's trying to be vulnerable, he's trying to have an open conversation, an open dialogue, and she hits him with a fucking inquisition. She's like, you don't know why I'm angry, do you? So how do you interpret those things?
Do you
how
know
do you interpret my
you're
laughter? Like, you don't
angry?
understand, but like you can sense my emotions. And did you do anything about it? Why didn't you do anything about it? It's just like rapid fire, like to the point where Lee starts saying, okay, clearly something's wrong with me. Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe I have to go get help. And then she's like, do you really not realize that everybody is comforting me while they're telling you what to do with everyone's attitude? Like, have you not reflected on yourself? My biggest reflection is, I don't know how I let you become so selfish over the years. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She says, it's your selfishness. I don't want to carry it anymore. Do you understand? It's more than I can carry. Like, how can I make up my mind to divorce you because of what you said to me last night? Like, you came knocking at my door. You saw how emotional I was. And the words that you said to me in that moment were enough to destroy me. Like, when your wife is so sad and you don't even notice and you haven't even done a single bit of reflection, you were still talking about your feelings.
Look in a fucking
So
mirror.
Like, I was feeling in the moment, and that's why I didn't do anything. And then she's like, you tore me apart yesterday.
What do you mean, self-reflection?
Yeah. About like the whole pointing at someone else and then saying like,
do you know what those words mean?
And then she's like, do you understand? Like, my new friends knew to come over and comfort me, and you didn't. You just kept saying like,
because they want you to shut the fuck
You're so
up.
cold-blooded.
That's why they're comforting you. They want you to shut the fuck up and go away.
I just don't understand how he's still sane. People are saying like, I'm so tapped up. And people are saying, does she not understand the only reason people comforted her was because she was crying and she was the one making people feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And then she went from being a wall to a lamppost, and now people say she's just like a black hole. She sucks energy. It's like shouting in a black hole. Like, you cannot have a conversation. There's nothing, nothing. And people are commenting like, you want to see the scene. Lee wants to get to the root of your relationship problems. People are saying, how can she say this so confidently? It doesn't even make sense. She says, you know, after you talked to me about this whole thing, I was very sure that I wanted to divorce you. Do you understand? I think you don't love me at all. You just can't leave me because we've been living together for so long, and all I do is take care of you. And everyone also pointed out
He
that when
packed
they
her
were making instant noodles,
suitcase.
she doesn't even know how to make instant noodles. And also, they have helpers at home to like do the housekeeping and cooking.
Wow.
So everyone's actually like, wait, what do you do?
What
Because that's what she made it sound like, right?
Yeah,
She's
she
like
does
taking-
cooking, cleaning, everything, like wiping the baseboards, taking care of the kids. And it seems like both of them are pretty involved with the kids. So people are like, wait, when he's working, what are you doing if everyone's doing all the house stuff? Because the house stuff takes a lot of time too.
Yeah.
It takes a good chunk of the time, right? And then she's like, have you ever treated me with affection? Like, you can't just say, I like you, and then choose the zoo. Everyone was like, what the She literally was like, you can't just say, I like you, I like you, I like you, and then choose the zoo. I'm so afraid of animals that friends who have only been with me for 9 days already know that I'm terrified of animals. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Oh my gosh, she's never gonna let that go ever. This animal thing.
Like, you've never put yourself in my shoes. You haven't even thought about me for a second. You want me to be like the chill wife. Yeah.
She name dropped the girl.
To buy you things. But she can go out skydiving. She can have her own time. She doesn't have to take care of so many things like I do. I've taken care of everything.
Name them.
This is actually
Name 'em.
Like, you're taking things way too far.
You need a trigger warning before this episode.
I
wish she
don't know. Okay,
did.
relationships are tricky. I try not to meddle in other people's relationships. Actually, just kidding. I love meddling in other people's relationships. I try not to, though. I try not to. I'm trying to be sympathetic of both sides of every relationship that I meddle in. But I think the way she talks about the other wives is just very ick. Like, there's always an undertone of like, she has time, she has freedom, but I don't, and I do everything for you. So like, but you want me to be like her? It's very, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like a very nice thing.
Yeah.
And I understand that as someone who maybe put their career on the back burner for their husband,
It was
I
her
think that
choice.
there could be a level of resentment that you hold for your partner and that kind of relationship. But to hold that against
You can
other women
stop
who
at
haven't
any
chosen that
moment.
is also strange.
Because
You've
again, like, she
made-
has her own problems, but the way she's letting that out is so bad.
She's
Yeah, it's
causing her
weird. And it does seem like she's
problems.
always comparing to people.
Yeah.
And among the comments, some of them are just saying, like, in the past, she mentioned that she was a full-time housewife, completely supported his career, she's given him children, is in charge of taking care of all of these meals and all of these things. It just feels like all she does is guilt trip.
Yeah.
Later, they do their little activities, and then they go to eat chicken, smoked chicken.
Oh my
Smoked
fucking
chicken.
god.
Why? What's wrong with smoked chicken?
Before they eat the chicken, they have to go meet with a friend. So all three couples are actually going to meet with a friend
Oh.
who they have both decided that they want to meet with, and they're just going to talk and give the viewers a third-party perspective.
Is it
of their
Mai's
relationship. Because,
friend?
you know, these people could be lying on the screen.
Is it
all they want.
Mai's friend
Like, this third-party
husband?
friend could be like, "Hey, just so y'all know, Lee is the worst husband I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life."
the
You know?
friend is gonna talk.
Yes, the friend is going to talk, and the friend is also going to describe how they feel being a third party in their relationship prior to this show,
Yes.
and maybe some future things that they can work on before this show ends.
Okay.
And so they're in the car. Everyone's in their separate cars. This time, Mai cannot go with someone else because you can't just show up to another person's like relationship conversations with their third party friend.
Thank
And her
goodness.
friend is also waiting for
She
her. So
would've,
she's
though.
finally in her husband's car. And in their car, he's like trying to take care of her. She's like really pijoso. Just a negative Nancy Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Like, really, I get it. I got mental health problems. I get depresso espresso. But like when I'm trying to have fun. Like, even if you don't feel fun, try to have fun. Which she's just like the whole time. And she's putting in eye drops. And he's very caring for her. He's like, do you want eye drops? Like, I have a new bottle if you want it. Did you cry last night? They didn't sleep together. And she's like, no. And he's like, do you have contacts in? Some people read this, some netizens read this as he's so dense. Like, why would you ask if she cried last night when you probably know she cried last night? Other netizens read this as, it seems like he's trying to have a chill, vulnerable conversation. So it seems like instead of being like, I know you cried last night, or tell me about last night, it's like maybe he's trying to get her to talk about her
I
emotions.
just think no matter
in a
what,
non-angry
it's
way.
not
So
gonna
that's
go
always
well
been
for
his thing,
him.
is he wants her to tell him her feelings.
No matter what he
without, like,
says, there's
crazy all the time. So he's like, just
there's
like,
not
Yeah.
a
just talk
perfect
for once.
outcome.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
communicate. And so she's like, no, ignoring him. All of a sudden, why didn't you think of picking the hot air balloon first before anybody else?
This happened when yesterday.
Yeah.
Bro.
Literally all the panel, you see all their shoulders drop. Like, oh my god, I'm so 답답해. Like, I gotta get out of here. This is like genuinely the only word to describe this relationship is suffocating.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And I have you seen that TikTok? That's like one thing about me. The horse is dead and I'm gonna beat it again. You know, you beat the dead horse. Dude, that's the saying. Like, you get with friends and you're gonna beat the dead horse again over
Bro,
brunch.
that horse
Have
is
we talked
6
about
feet
this 20 million
under.
times? We're gonna talk about it again. We're gonna beat the dead horse one more time. We're gonna bring it back alive and beat it
Bro.
again. Like, people make jokes, but like truly, this is a lot. Like, this is too much. We gotta move on. Which everyone is like, here we go again. This cannot be real. He tries to explain very calmly, and it's crazy that he's so calm. He says it's because at that point, Almost instantly, the chill wife and the chill husband raise their hand really high. And then Youngjae is like, well, I want a horseback ride. And like, she didn't even care about horseback riding. So like, take that out of the equation. So realistically, the only thing left is the zoo. And he said, I just wanted, to make sure everything was good. Very reasonable explanation, a very normal thing.
Blame the
And
other
she says,
husband.
let me tell you something. And this is where I'm like, girl, stop telling people anything. Stop telling people what's up here. I don't think we want to know. She said, let me tell you something.
Please stop.
If I thought you wanted to go on the hot air balloon ride, I would have said hot air balloon ride.
No, you wouldn't.
It's just like, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. And then she asks, what do you think that means?
What do you think that means? Damn, I hate that. I hate that.
And the panel goes, it's exam time again.
Yes, I hate that.
Yeah. Another panel member is like, that I love you more, that you should feel guilty. Because it's like, I would do it for you. Why don't you do it for me? And it's just very...
But like, she wouldn't.
They're so done with her. And even Leah's like,
she
that
wouldn't.
you will fight for what I like and you don't care about other people. Okay, but like, that's the thing also. I feel like you're more like that. If you know that I like a hot air balloon, you'll be like, hot air balloon, right? But I am like a peacemaker. I don't like to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, of course.
And like, there's no way that you can make me do that and I can make you do this.
And for me to know that that will make you uncomfortable, that makes me never want to do that.
Yeah.
Because like, what the f***, you would be uncomfortable?
Yeah.
For me being so aggressive for what?
Yeah, and it's like, not that serious. The whole point is to spend time together, not get a free hot air balloon ride. Like, they're pretty well off. They can just go on a hot air balloon after this trip. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. It's okay. And so he's just saying, you don't care what people say and you will fight for what I like. Then why can everyone else say what they want and you can't? And the panel is like, why does she always compare him with others?
Yes.
Like, why is it always... Why can't they do this? Why can't you do this? Will they do this for other people? Why don't you do this? They were ahead of me. I wouldn't have to worry about that if I had gone first. Then why didn't you go first? I mean, it wasn't like, it was like literally super like, oh, hot air balloon. It was very quick. There was no like, okay, go in order.
Yeah.
And there's just like some things you can't change about a person. And this is like part of his personality. And she should also know that by now. Yeah. She's saying, why didn't you know I was angry about the portrait? When it's also like, you should know by now that your husband doesn't really like to be confrontational. And he is probably more of a peacemaker. And she says, no, this is your flaw. You don't take my feelings into account in this relationship. That's the core issue.
He does is...
And he says, but even if I had to fight for myself for the hot air balloon, I wouldn't. Like, it's just not who I am. And then she just goes off. He's driving and she just goes off on the side. Do you think that I'm someone who would fight for the hot air balloon with them? Don't you think that in life I always give in to others first?
No.
Like, why am I even discussing this with you? Is the problem with the game itself? Like, why are you so lazy to even think about these issues? Like, do you agree with me then or what? And she goes on to say that he never pays attention to her. I stopped this scene multiple times.
Oh my God.
She hits him with something that I really hate. She hits him with a, after we get back, let's split the money, split the kids. I don't want to be together anymore. And it's just so clear that she's using this as like blackmail. Like she's just threatening him. This is not serious. She did this last time and she's doing it again. This is not for real. She's like, what do you think about the kids? I don't have a problem with the money, but like, how do you want to split the kids? And he said, what I said a few days ago is my answer. Like, I don't want a divorce. And then he says, but if you're going to divorce me, there's no way I can stop you. Then I want full custody of our daughter. So they have a daughter and a son. And then she says, I don't get it. I'm the one that gave birth to the children. Why are you fighting for custody? And he says, aren't they my children too? I didn't say you can't see her. I know, but that's also my daughter. You can spend time with her on the weekends and you can also see her on the weekdays. I just think that I treat our daughter better. Do I not treat her well? And this is when you see
I don't
him
think
crashing
you
out.
do.
He's like, you are too emotionally unstable and you don't get her. I understand her every emotion, every gesture. You don't understand anything about our daughter.
I believe him.
Cries, aren't I the person to comfort her? And like, again, a lot of netizens read into that comment. It didn't give me like he's neglectful. It gave netizens the feeling of she likes to be the savior. So she's like, no, let me go talk to her. Let me comfort her. Let me save my crying baby. You're doing it, but it doesn't mean you treat her best. How do I not treat her best? We don't need to talk about this right now. Why not? Aren't we talking about the kids? As someone who doesn't understand her, do you think, why do I need to understand her? And the second those words came out of her mouth, netizens were gone for good. There's really no coming back. Like, it's one thing to not care about understanding your husband, which is already like so far gone. It's like, why are you even in this relationship?
Yeah, and why are you proud of that?
Yeah, like it's something you should be ashamed of, and it's something you should work on, and it shouldn't even be happening. Like, it's weird. What do you mean you don't care about your spouse? Like,
and for someone who's constantly saying you don't understand what I want, what I need, come on.
Yeah. But then to say as a mother, like, why do you need to understand your kids?
Yeah.
I think that was, even for netizens who don't have kids, like that, because everyone's been a kid. Everyone knows what it's like when your parents don't understand you and they don't care to understand why you think differently, or maybe you have certain personality traits that they can't just wish away. It was just so ick. Yeah. And people are like, it would be so sad being their kids. Like, feed her to the wolves at this point is what people are commenting. Especially because this whole time, all she's done all season is harp about how she's a housewife, she's the mother
No
of the kids,
no one
she takes care of the kids, she does
understands her,
everything.
guys.
And it's like, why do I even need to understand my daughter? It's just like, whoa. So that's how you really feel. And so he tells her, you're so self-righteous. Like, oh, okay, you took it all on your shoulders. She's like, I'm self-righteous? Do I not do everything?
No!
Do you really think that you've done everything? I mean, I think I've done everything, and I don't think I've done everything well, but I think it's not bad. There are a lot of things that I don't agree with. If I were to take over, I don't think it would be any worse than you. He's like, I don't think life would be any worse than if I were in charge.
He's
and
right.
She's like, then why do you always fight for things that I want to do?
Wait, what? What does that mean?
And then he's like, I can't even fight for my job. I had no choice but to take control of your job. If you don't, it will not collapse. If it goes wrong, I will have my ways. Okay, so this is where netizens got into a fight. So some netizens are saying, they got together before he made a big name for himself. And she's so aggressive. She's probably the one making sure he's not taken advantage of in contracts, making sure that he's getting money that's due. She's probably the one handling all of this because he's so passive, he probably wouldn't. But then on the flip side, other netizens are saying, but he also seems like the type that doesn't care if he creates music and makes just enough money to live.
Yeah. No, that's how I feel too.
So it's like, yes, maybe they got this far because of her, but also he doesn't seem like the type where he gives a fuck about a $5 million apartment.
Yeah, I don't think he
we
does.
We don't even know what exactly how she helped his career, right?
If
Like
at all.
how much credit. Like we don't know that. The way that she takes credit on all of these things, and he's just going along with it, and I don't know.
And so netizens are kind of fighting about it, and they're going back and forth. And he's just saying, if it goes wrong, I will have my ways to fix it. Like, I have methods. If you think I'm gonna make a mess, I'll clean it up myself. If I do something wrong, I will always admit it. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to control everything. I can handle myself. And even if the worst case scenario happens, I can fix it. Like, I know what I'm doing. And she says, so I've done so much, you're not even grateful, and you're complaining that I haven't done it right and not to your liking. And he's like, you can't just keep guilt tripping me just because you've done a lot. Did I guilt trip you?
Yes!
Do you think I need you to do these things? Or do you want to do it? Because there's a difference. He's like, I never asked for you to do it. You just did it, and then you want me to, like, owe you my life for doing it. Is it possible that it's because I do it every time? He's just like, the truth is, you do it every time, but I don't need you to do it all. Like, I'm willing to take on so much more. And even the panel is actually commenting, like, I mean, the panel has been a lot more chill than netizens, obviously. They've been a lot more, like, neutral. They're saying it's very crazy that he's able to be so sensible in such an insanity-inducing conversation.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting a little emotional, but he's still making a lot of sense. It's not like this outburst of, like, it's just, like, very, like, I can handle it. Like, you just won't let me, and then you get mad that I'm not handling it, and then you want me to owe you my life because you handle it. Finally, the conversation goes silent in the car. And then she hits him with a, I just find it strange.
Oh.
Stop. She says, I just find it strange why you don't fight for your son.
Bruh, what are we on?
And he says he has a very similar personality to you. It's not because I love him less, but you have a lot of initiative. Like, you like to take charge, and you go after what you like, and you stay put on that. I think that kind of personality could be good for our son because he's similar to you. So why can't my daughter take on those aspects of my personality? And this is where netizens were like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Because it's very clear that she's trying to, the same way she's trying to push him to change his personality to fit her, she's probably doing that to their daughter. And he tries to be nice, and he says, have you not noticed that you've tried and failed to pass on your ideas to your daughter? She's a different kind of person. She's the same as me. So what she needs to accept is something different. Like, she's just saying, like, I don't know why that's a problem. And he's just, like, trying to explain to her, my daughter has said so many times she likes apples, but you only buy pears. And you say how pears are more expensive and how pears are yummier. You don't even care that she likes apples more.
And you're so frugal.
And he starts sobbing for the first time. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. It was so emotional. He's, like, driving the car, and he's like, my daughter is the same as me. She is my shadow. You're both different from me. Like, about the son and the wife. She's the only one who is like me. We understand each other. I think a lot of netizens didn't understand why Lee is with her. Some people thought that he's with her because he just likes having a mom take care of him. But then other netizens were like, I don't even know if she's taking care of him. And then this was the moment a lot of netizens realized. It's...
For the kids?
Yeah. It's pretty clear he doesn't want the kids to live without their mom. He doesn't want to live without their kids. It seems like he almost is protecting his daughter, like trying to live his life protecting his daughter almost. It's giving like, you can do that to me, but don't do that to my daughter.
Bro.
And the way he's sobbing, she looks disgusted. Like there is a frame of her on the side just like looking at him like she has all of these emotional outbursts and then he has an emotional outburst and she's just like, oh my god, why are you so emotional? And so she's like, okay, it's not that serious.
You cried for
She's
a
like
whole
telling him to
day
stop.
over
It's like, not that
painting.
serious. And all the panel is like, why didn't you calm down when he told you to calm down?
Damn.
And then also some netizens are like, girl, you're the one that brought up divorce. What do you mean it's not that serious? It was really sad. Like she genuinely does not care to hear about herself. It's really weird. Because the other couple on the show, they all have different ways of expressing. Okay, Yangzi, let's not even talk about him. But the other couples on the show, like they have weird ways. Everybody has a different way. Some couples may not, or some people may not have strong verbal instant reactions to these fights. Like they might not immediately be like, okay, you know what, you're right, I'm gonna change. But usually it's like, okay, I'm gonna think about this because this is something I should think about, and they'll think about it. But hers is just like, okay, like that was a lot, let's move on.
Like there's not a single moment of like self-reflection, right?
No.
Even at this type of moment. Probably chop it up at like he's throwing a tantrum again.
Yeah, and all because of a hot air balloon ride is the craziest thing. People are saying he gets emotional when it's serious and she's just upset about a hot air balloon ride.
Yep, that he didn't shout it out first for her.
And the panel is so sick of my they even say at this point the only way she communicates is just a string of rapid fire questions. The only way she communicates about their relationship is never like, this is how I feel, how do you feel? Or like, you made me feel this way, you made me feel sad. It's always like, why didn't you like just question after question after question. It's like rapid fire. Like, why didn't you understand? Why didn't you it's like that's the only way she communicates about their relationship. She'll communicate, but when it comes to about their relationship struggles, that's how she communicates, just nonstop questions. And they say her biggest problem is she uses being a housewife as a shield. They can never have a good relationship unless she drops that shield. Because it's always, I raised your kids, how dare you accuse me of doing anything wrong ever? I'm a housewife. Can you still say that I'm wrong of anything? They say it's like a convenient stamp from heaven. You have been decreed a housewife. I have given everything to this family. You can never argue with me. Like it's very like, it's almost like how a parents act, not how spouses act. And even parents, that's so toxic. You should not be behaving like that. But that's how, you know, people sometimes, you know, a lot of parents will act that way. Like, I've given you everything. I've birthed you. I've raised you. I put a roof over your head. But she's like doing that to her spouse too, which also people question. How much worse is it for her kids?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I feel bad for everyone around her.
Oh my gosh. And one of the panel members just says, to be honest, I've never felt so suffocated in my life. Like just watching. And we're just outsiders. Like we don't even have to respond to her. We don't even know her.
I'm not even watching the videos. I'm just hearing them.
The three of them are sitting at a table. They're supposed to have lunch while talking through their issues. And as the conversation begins, it's pretty clear that Lee is the one that does not want a divorce. So Lee is like saying, I just am unable to communicate my emotions across to her. And I just have come to peace with things. Like, she'll never be happy with me, and it's fine. I will just work hard, and hopefully she'll love me, basically. Like, he is very resigned to this miserable life.
Won't.
And Mai, you would think that she's like, okay, you know what? That also sucks for my husband to be so miserable in this marriage. Maybe then I should be making him less miserable, or maybe we should break up, because why do I want this person that I love to be miserable? But instead, she just goes on to rant to her friends. In terms of communicating and expressing himself, he's so bad. And everyone's like, girl, you're bad. Like, he actually communicates really well.
He's so much better at communicating.
He's not good at telling people how he feels and being vulnerable. He's very good. And then she's like, if I realized he was like this, I would have never married him. And even Anna is getting annoyed, and she's just expressing like Mai needs to be more free, make time for herself, stop centering her entire life around this relationship and her family, and like just do what she wants for once. Basically saying, stop fucking being miserable and holding it over their heads. And every time she's talking to Mai, the friend is like twisting a tissue in her hand, and she's so
Me
nervous.
too.
Oh my God.
So I mean, it just seems like people are saying, is Mai just like bullying everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
The friend is like, you know, just be honest. I don't know if you realized it, but your love for him is kind of like a mother's love for her son. Oh, I know. Huh? You know? And even Anna is like at a loss for words, like, what do you mean you know? And why are you saying like, I know, as if you're so proud of it? So you've always known? And Lee is like, yeah, I mean, we often joke about it, like I'm the eldest kid at home. Do you have any reason on why this motherly love towards a son exists in this romantic relationship? And Mai says, I think it's because his parents passed very early on.
Of course.
So do you feel obligated to take on the role of his mom? And Mai starts crying, and she's like, yeah.
Oh, she started crying?
Yeah. And everyone in the comments is like, I don't believe you.
That's
Even
weird.
Lee says, the way she loves me is very different from how my mother loved me. And I don't know. That's really weird, because I'm like,
No,
I feel
this
like,
is not.
yeah, because I feel like if early on in our relationship your parents passed away, I would feel obligated to support you in the grief. but I would not feel obligated to become your mommy. Like, that's really, I don't understand.
Yeah. She's crying. She's feeling bad for herself, right?
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I feel like this is on me.
Victimhood through the roof.
She wants to be comforted.
Like, well, that kind of love gives people a lot of pressure. Like, it's a lot. It's like when you give someone that love, it doesn't feel like romantic mutual love of connection anymore. And she's like, yeah, I know what the problem is.
Oh yeah?
You're the problem.
And it's just like everything. She's just like, yeah, I know. No, I know. But it's like, no, we're trying to have a serious conversation.
Do something
like,
about it.
You know, people that receive that type of love from their partner, they can feel suffocated. They can feel like they're being oppressed. And my snaps. How am I being oppressive? Anna is like nervous, twisting this tissue. Like, she can't even look at Maya in the face. Like, she's just like, she's being very stressed. She doesn't even know what to do. And so Anna is like, you know, previously Lee was telling me, because we're all friends, that he just wants you to find happiness and for you to have your own space and your own hobbies and for you to find life outside of being a housewife. That you're so good at, like, you know, being a...
Also, like, literally, before she brought up the tissue thing, I'm literally fidgeting with a hair clip. Like, when those spider clips, I'm literally just fidgeting with it and just having it pinch my hands, my fingers. Like, she stressed me out so much, I'm literally fidgeting with a hair clip. Like, bro. Please, shut up.
Why, you're so good at. And she says, yeah, I know. It
like,
might sound f***ed up, but like, I
like, you can hear it,
because
bro.
It just felt like my child was growing up and was going to leave me, and this relationship was going to be broken. And Anna is like, do you not see how crazy that is?
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, but let me tell you, it's not about a kid growing up. Like, it's about your sense of loss of control. He won't be under your control anymore, and that makes you panic. Yeah, it feels like I can't hold on to him anymore. Anna is trying to get him to open up of like, why do you want to control your husband? Like, this is your spouse. Like, that's not normal.
He's,
like, why do you want to
he's his
control
own
your partner?
person.
But then she would turn. Mai turns to Lee and goes, do you think I'm controlling?
Yes.
Here we go.
Do you think that I'm like
yes.
Aggressive? And the whole time he's just sitting there like staring at the ground.
Me
and then
too.
She's just like, you know, what Anna said is accurate.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. And Anna's just like, you know, it's not physical control. It's also mental oppression. And that can be terrifying. Am I?
Yes.
At one point, you know, Anna's even just saying like, he worked so hard to create this career. And she's not saying like, you didn't work hard. Yeah. But for him, sometimes he wants to buy things, not even that are expensive, but like, I think, okay, I don't know if I was like relating, because I'm like, maybe it's like a thing. Like, when you're like creating something, you like to have certain things that remind you of certain places, or like, I don't know, right? He's a musician. He wants to be creative. And sometimes he wants belongings that are not just material, but they feel almost like creativity inducing, very spiritual and things like that. Right. She's like, what does he need? Just tell me what he needs then. Like, what does he need? I will get it. Like, just tell me what he needs.
She just wants to win the argument.
And then she tries to turn the conversation back of that, like how she has needs that are not being met. And then remember how she's like, I always take care of him. So Anna turns to Lee and is like, is there anything you want from her? And he said, for the past 5 years, I've been asking her to make me a dish of scallion noodles. They're my favorite noodles. And he just wanted to try her making it.
Damn. It's like the easiest thing to fucking make.
I think even I know how to make scallion noodles.
Shit. It's like oil scallion noodles. And maybe some diced meat, maybe. Like, it's like the most basic dish. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, you need like 5 ingredients, not even. And she would just make excuse about how she's busy, how she's this, how she's that. And so people are also like, wait, I thought she's so busy taking care of him, but he can't even get like a fucking egg dish. Like, this is as easy as making scrambled eggs. Some people were saying.
I thought she
this
cooked
is literally
for
like,
him.
like, it's so simple to make. It's crazy. And she won't even do that for him. But she's so busy taking care of him, she doesn't have time for herself. Like, what's happening? The math isn't mathing. And so Anna is like, okay, well, Mai, if the roles were reversed and you've been asking for 5 years for scallion noodles, what would happen? And and she just says, like, well, then he.
Wait. I can like in part one of them said that he doesn't eat and that makes her anxious. But does she feed him? No. He's asking you, this would make him happy. You say you want to make him happy. I don't believe that. You're anxious apparently that he doesn't eat. But a simple thing he wants. I'm so done with this show, bro. I'm so done. I'm so done with this show.
He'd be dead. And even about
There's
getting new hobbies,
10
Anna finally
minutes
calls her out and
left.
is like, you know what? I think you're just pretending to be busy. And like what I mean by pretending to be busy is it's the kind of busyness where you feel like you need to feel needed. When you finally live the life that you want, you're gonna be an even better mother and an even better wife. Like you put these so many labels on to define you, and you haven't even thought about living your own life. You need to give your husband, you need to give your children some room to breathe and to grow. Like that is another way of showing love. And she's like, well, I haven't thought about that before. She's like, yeah, well, think about it. And she brings up this quote and she says, no one is coming.
Who brings up Anna?
Yeah. Anna's like, there's this quote that I like, and it's, no one is coming. Meaning, you want people to change, you gotta change first, because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to change. Like, you keep saying, well, he won't do that for me, so why should I do that for him? Like, no one's coming. And she's like, look at him. And Anna is like, no, this quote is for you.
Look at you.
And she says, why do I always have to
Oh
change?
my gosh, she doesn't get it.
She didn't get it.
Oh
The black girl
my.
doesn't get it.
No, but she says she gets it. And they like play this very uplifting music, and she does open up. People have comments about this, okay? So Maya eventually does open up about how she was adopted very early on. So her biological parents, I guess they just couldn't take care of her, and so she was adopted by a family close to her. And that explains a lot of the times of why she feels the need to be frugal, because she felt like she could get discarded at any moment if she was I'm sure maybe her adoptive parents, maybe they didn't even know she could hear or was listening to them, and they would say things like, oh, it's getting too expensive to raise her. And maybe they were just saying that because of financial distress.
She said that?
No. She's just saying like the frugality comes from being adopted. And so I am just trying to be sympathetic, and I'm like,
if this was someone else, if there were not repeat after repeat after repeat, maybe I would be sympathetic. But like, you literally were frugal one episode, saying you're not materialistic, while the next episode you are so materialistic, you are so not frugal, you are ruining everyone else's time by being so not frugal. How you can't say that's a cause when the frugalness it doesn't make sense. The math is not mathing. Bro. Oh, there's 10 minutes.
Maybe, like that made sense. Like maybe they're saying these things where it feels like, oh, I have to be the least amount of financial burden possible ever. And so they're like, okay, maybe it's that, right? And then she's saying that, and I think that's why I'm obsessed with feeling valued, because I feel like if I have value, then like you can't get rid of me. I guess she maybe felt the need to always provide value to the adoptive family so that they can't get rid of her. And like that's how she is worthy of being a family member. And so when she's saying these words, a lot of netizens, they felt really bad for her. And they're like, I get it now. Like, I get it. Like, that makes a lot of sense of why she behaves the way she behaves. But then a lot of netizens were like,
Yeah, just because we know why
it doesn't excuse anything.
Still doesn't excuse the way you're acting now, right? Not only she's putting it on the husband, on all the friends, everybody around them, and their kids. Hello.
Yeah.
Like, we can't continue the cycle, right?
And I think a lot of people were upset because a lot of people were like, hey, so I'm adopted and I don't bully everyone around me.
Yeah.
Like I don't terrorize my husband on a daily basis, you know? So I think there were lots of conversations. I think it explains maybe a lot of what's happening. But I also think that she just is not open to learning communication methods, because I think those are very reasonable things. And I think if she were just to tell her husband, hey, this is how I feel, and I think it's coming from this like deep-rooted fear that you're just going to abandon me, I think he'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I will stop doing that. And that makes total sense. And I feel bad that I made you feel that way. But instead, it's like she lashes out a lot and then won't even try to communicate better. But anyway, she brings this up, and then they play this beautiful music, and people are like, I'm going to cry. They're improving. They go on the hot air balloon ride, and they're holding each other's hands.
I know.
At the very end, they get in
They do the
their
van thing?
RVs.
RV? Okay.
Husband and wife, they each get an RV. And these RVs, they when they
Please
say like 3, 2, 1, go,
drive
you have to
away.
start driving away from each other in this like desert land.
Don't stop.
cinematic.
Don't
There's a
stop.
timer.
Please.
So let's say you have 2
Don't
minutes.
stop.
You have to decide in 2 minutes. If you don't stop this
Please.
car and and get out of the RV in 2 minutes,
Lee,
you're getting a
don't
divorce.
fucking
And so
stop.
you have to stop the car,
Lee.
and then you have to get out. And you
Lee,
don't know
please
if your partner's
don't.
going to stop the car. You don't know if they're going to get out.
Lee.
And then if they do get out, you run to each other and you embrace.
Mm-hmm.
And so they both get in their cars. And everyone's like, I mean, I don't know where this is going. And they get out
Lee.
and they embrace.
Fuck!
Oh, immediately?
Like pretty instant.
They drive, they
Yeah.
stop, they both came out at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
God damn
They
it.
embrace. And so
I don't know, man. Like, is this a happy ending or not?
No.
and so afterwards, I mean, I will say that I think Mai is a very frustrating character.
Yeah.
But afterwards, she was like getting cyberbullied. She has to come out with this whole video and she's like, listen, this is like what happened. And she brings up the adoption story and she's explaining like, well, I'm changing now. And,
Are
you
you?
know, during this time while this was airing, my husband has been very helpful and like things are good. We're working on it. And so you had some netizens that are like, okay, I feel bad for her because,
don't
you know, the adoption
believe
story makes
you.
sense. And then even all of the hate is just too much. And like, you know what? Slay. Like, I get it. She's just having a hard time.
Like,
I
we
wouldn't want my
saw
relationship
how
online
she
and being
lies
dissected by internet
when no
users.
one can
But
see
others
her
are saying
actions.
it just doesn't matter. Like the way she conducted herself was weird. And
Yeah.
there's not many people in all the seasons that received this much passionate emotion from viewers other than her and like Yangzi. All the other couples, it's like so clear.
Bro.
Sometimes they be saying stuff in the relationship where it's like, ooh, yikes, that wasn't nice, right? But it's also like you it's very easy to understand because everyone has been in some form of a relationship.
Mhm.
So you get it to some degree of like, yeah, sometimes you're not perfect in a relationship. But with her and Yangzi, they're like, y'all are so messy.
Mhm.
It's kind of, I don't know what to say about it. So it's just, I do think that the netizens were a little nicer afterwards, after her adoption story comes out and she's telling them more about it. She goes on a weight loss journey. She goes on a few more variety shows. She lost a lot of weight. And she comes onto the reunion show and she says, you know, things have been good. She made him scallion noodles and they're working on their relationship. And she said it was like an eye-opening experience to see the show.
Was
So-
Do you
it?
think it took like the whole internet to tell her that she's wrong for her to realize? Because it seems like this whole trip, what everybody told her, but she just like doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think she's so strong of a personality that no one can tell her to her face that she's wrong. And like,
Yeah.
I am on this sentiment. Like when I see someone with a strong personality, sometimes I just can't say it to their face. It's so hard, especially when it's like, you don't feel like it's your place. And her husband clearly doesn't say it to her face. And even if he did, I don't think she would care. So like no one
Yeah.
can say it to her face. And then finally the internet was like, I'll say it to your face. I'll say it to your
Yeah.
face. Do I think it's okay? No, I just hope that she's in a better place now. So that's what it seems like. She said it was one of the darkest periods of her life because of all the comments that she was reading and it was just really dark. But then now, you know, she has worked on self-improving.
Mhm.
She is getting into fitness. She's getting into making sure her relationship is good. She's focusing on herself and she just wants to
I
make the best of
can't
life.
believe this
Yeah.
though.
That sounds about right. Like,
Yeah. I mean, some people are skeptical still. Some people are skeptical that that whole end scene was scripted.
the re-embracing is scripted? Or?
Not the re-embracing, but the whole thing with a friend. Some people just think it's weird. Some people thought that it was
Like we saw how easily she'll just lie when she thought no one would hear her. And like there are no cameras on her now, so we don't really know. But I'm
it's
so
just so sudden
drained.
that she's like, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm gonna do better. All of a sudden, when this
Oh.
whole time she
Yeah.
never even thought about it, and then she suddenly wants to do better.
Yeah.
Some people saw like
Yeah.
discrepancies of like the bags change when they're talking to the friend. I don't know. It was just there's conspiracies out there that it might be scripted. I think the only lesson, there were some netizens pointing this out, and I agree with it. The lesson is not about Mai. Like the lesson is not about is Mai a good person? Is Mai a bad person? Should we comment on Mai? I think the lesson ultimately at the end is just like you just have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you just cannot take care of anyone else. And it seems like Mai is finally taking care of herself, and she seems really happy. She has more followers than her husband, by the way. She also got more famous than her husband. Yeah, I know.
What a turn of events.
I know. Everyone's like, suddenly she's the breadwinner.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason she's so happy now. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason. Because she feels superior now.
They said suddenly she's happier. Suddenly she said, "How's husband?"
Yeah,
Go.
that might be something.
I
right?
honestly think they would do better that way.
Right.
Like some couples have that vibe. He just is so like, I feel like he would be best.
Yeah, just do his own thing without.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she gives me like
maybe she will be more relaxed.
CEO,
Yeah.
like, I gotta run 12 businesses and I want to boss around 50 employees. Like, I think she'll come home so happy.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, hey, babe, I just yelled at an employee. High five.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the vibe she gives me. Is that okay, by the way? No, but you get what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so a lot of people are actually really happy for her.
Damn.
Yeah, they're like, I'm just glad that you're learning from it because I don't think Yang is.
I'm happy for no one right now, bro.
What's happening over there? Let me know so I can just... I'm going to need a little more therapy, though, but I'll get there. Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
More of the story, make scallion noodles for your partner. Bro. I'm I'm done. There's nothing I can... I don't personally believe things are improved, but if they did, good for them. I never want to hear her name again. Yeah, I'm done for the night. Bye.